Greetings, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good midday, depending on your location, depending on where you are hearing me from. I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk, always on point to bring you a better news concerning the Biafra land, concerning the country called Nigeria, concerning those who have made the country to be where it is at the moment. I welcome each and every one of us here in the name of Chukwuoke Bama. Onye prayer ime ihe niile. I greet you all. You all are welcome to this live broadcast marked 30th day of September 2022. I'm making a declaration upon every head hearing my voice today. I'm making a declaration upon every ear that cares to listen to this prayer today. Today marks the end of this month of September 2022. It will mark the end of every suffering in our lives. It will mark the end of every stagnation in our lives. It will mark the end of every rising and falling in our lives. It will mark the end of every stress in our lives, depression and the rest of them. It will mark the end of every promise and fail in our lives. The end of this month will mark the end of everything that have negativity in our lives. If you believe that, let me hear you say amen or say, whichever one you choose to acknowledge my prayer. Well, I have come this morning with a topic to emphasize on what's really happened on just concluded peace accord, as they were called, as they call it in Abuja, where all the presidential aspirants for 2023 general election gathered to sign the peace accord. The presidential candidate of PDP, Atiku Abubakar, was there. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, was there. And also the Labour Party of the NNPC, New Nigerian People's Party, was also there. Then the vacant seat of the All Progressive Congress, but Bola Ahmed Tinubu, were nowhere to be found. Then the vice president took over that seat, which is not supposed to be so. If Nigeria is country that is working well, if Nigeria is country that knows the rules and regulation or have a respect for the rule of law, there's no how a presidential candidate presidential candidate of a party will not be present in the assemblies of all the presidential aspirants for 2023. Then the vice took over his seat. It is uncalled for to me, and I want to bring this to our notice for those of us who cares about the Nigerian politics or the kind of politics the Northerners are playing. This is another one of it. The APC, with all their wranglings, where they have brought the Nigeria country into today, economy aspect of it is zero. The inflation rate is very high. Unemployment have gone to almost 50%. uh, the what would I call it? Corruption is in the highest order. Insecurity have hit almost 1,000% plus. And they know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not fit for that job. They knew he is not qualified to stand even as a president of the country. And that was why they chose the Muslim ticket. Just to make sure that Muslim is the one that will succeed him. If they manipulate this election and win. Because as it stands now, the person that the APC present as their presidential aspirant is having health issues. I'm not even sure that he will make it to 2023 election, but I am not praying for him to die. If it is time for him to go, then let him go. But what am I trying to say? I think this is a very, very big lesson to all the Nigerians, most especially to we the Biafrans. Because the politics they are playing now, the end result, might not be that good. It might not be that good if they succeed to manipulate 2023 presidential election. Because they have already started the planning. They have already been boasting on the social media, on live televisions, live broadcasts, in one way or the other, that the APC is then prepared for this coming 2023 general election, which they have really what would I call it? They have really prepared, because they have manipulated the INEC, the beavers. They have manipulated everything. All INEC officials have been manipulated. They have chosen all their members. All APC members is the INEC commissioners. What a word. And tell me how other parties are going to succeed if they are warming up doing 1 million, 2 million, 10 million, and then 15 million march, whereby the people who have the final say, that is the electoral body, have been manipulated. Where are we going? A big lesson I want us to learn here. Most of my fans, subscribers, brothers and sisters who always listen to me and watch my clip, they might think that this thing have nothing to do with our struggle. It have everything to do with our struggle. Because what the game they are playing, when it will backfire on us. So I want each and every Biafrans out there to be very, very careful. Most especially this coming 2023. If I am to advise every one of us, please stay back at home. Do not near the polling station. Do not near the polling station. Let this game they are playing, let it fall on their head. They have already bring out a Labour Party to be a distraction to this movement and the struggle, which I know that most of the people who are thinking properly have already understood the game, and they are trying in one way or the other to make sure that it is not backfire, or their plans or their evil plans will not work out. That is exactly what we are going to be doing to make sure that their evil plans could not work or materialize. I really love what happened at that very convention, or what will I call it, at that peace accord signing of 18, where the presidential aspirant or presidential candidate of AC, Omoyole Sowore, he stood on his ground, the only one that can ask why must Shetima be on that seat if he is a vice presidential candidate of All Progressive People's Congress. So the statement he made there, I am 100% in support of him. They gave him Sowore, a presidential aspirant for the AC party, backseat. Then the vice president come and stay in the front seat. This is laughable. I mean, it is funny. It is funny in the sense that our country, Nigeria, have fall from top to zero, just like the president of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, when he was campaigning, and the people were not paying attention to his promises. He said, APC, they are going from top to bottom, from top to bottom, from top to bottom. And people were clapping. People were jubilating. People were busy shouting, change, 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 change. That is where the change have gotten us. Economy has fall from top to zero. The devaluation of the naira have gone from down to the highest top. Very soon, a dollar will be equals to 1,000 naira. And the people are suffering and also smiling. The most painful part of it is the same youth that's suffering all this thing that is happening in the country. Is that same youth that are canvassing for APC to take over government again. Is that same youth that is campaigning for them to continue from where they stopped. The presidential candidate of APC have already said it earlier on. People did not take him serious. He said he will continue from where Muhammadu Buhari stopped. When people start to question him, so that means Nigeria is going to be more worse. He come and change. That he will fit in. He is the one that fit into President Muhammadu Buhari's shoe. When people counter that emotion, he come out again and said, no, that is not what he meant. He have been making some series of statements that will make people to open their eyes to know that 2023 is pregnant. 2023 is very, very, very much pregnant. Nobody knows what it will give birth. But I pray it give birth for good. Only if they allow people to make their choice. That is, I'm talking about the INEC body. Because telling me that you are going to continue from where your predecessor stopped, it means that Nigeria will still go from top to bottom. This one now is no longer APC from top to bottom. It will be Nigeria from top to bottom, whereby everything will crash, economy will crash, and the Nigeria will go bankrupt, and inflation will hit Nigeria very hard. I really pray and hope that such a thing will not happen to our country. So come to talk about our own struggle in the Biafra land. We, the Biafrans, have to do everything humanly possible to make sure that in the eastern part of the eastern region, that the election do not take place. Why am I saying this? The United Nations is watching. The European Union is watching. The ECOWAS is watching. If the Easterners, the Biafrans, participate in this election and P2B failed, if we go back again and start to shout IPOB, IPOB, Biafran, Biafran, the international body will not support us in any way. They will turn against us. Because the reason why, they will say, if we truly believe in our struggle, if we truly believe that we need the independence of Biafra, that we did not supposed to take part in that very election. So they will use it as an evidence against us to make us to wait for more years again. Not even wait for more years again, to make us to suffer for more years again before they can